What's up, y'all? Jumping right into this. When StockX sent out emails today to let us all know that StockX NFTs are live. And at this point, I'm pretty sure everybody's heard of NFTs. Everybody's tried to do their own research. I don't own any NFTs. I am not in the blockchain. I don't even own any Bitcoin. My son, he's doing a lot of that and he's working through it. He's a freshman in college. And I'm just an OG sneaker guy who works in the sneaker industry, who's learning as much as possible. So if you went to the website when I wrote an article on NFTs a while back, you would know that I am not a big proponent of NFTs because of the power it takes to mine a coin or to process the mining that has to be. All right, when you mint an NFT, that means that that thing has been sold and transferred, right? So the process of putting the NFT into the system uses a lot of power. The process to pay for an NFT using a coin, a digital currency, or a cryptocurrency takes a lot of power. It's basically when Adidas decided to do the NFT launch, it was like they drove a car 15 million miles. Do you understand the issue with the power consumption around NFTs? Now, StockX has introduced this, and I'm sure somebody out there is like, well, what is it and what's going on? I'm going to give you guys a television show to watch, and that TV show is called Startup. So I'm going to start this, and that's Runny, who's my favorite character in the show. And I'm not sure if he's coming back this season, but they should be getting ready for season 4, and it's based in Miami, but it is a really, 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 really good show. If you haven't watched Startup, go do it, and then you'll begin to understand the benefit of cryptocurrency. I hope that helps you. Now, StockX delivering NFTs now and offering NFTs, it happens via what's called Etherscan, which uses Ethereum. And if I'm going to put all of the links to this research and stuff that's there, I'm going to put it in the description so you guys can brush up on your lingo and talk about this with some certainty. But this is Etherscan, the website, and you can look at transactions, but you'll notice you can't see anything around any transaction taking place on Etherscan. It's completely private, and that's the benefit of the blockchain. So if you don't understand why people are so high on digital cryptocurrencies and the blockchain, it's because there really isn't. You have what's called proof of stake and proof of trade. You have two different formats of processing coins, and on the blockchain, the proof of stake is what requires the most power. Make sure I'm correct on that. If I'm wrong, I'll put it in a note that's here. It'll pop up next to my head on one of these sides. But in this show Startup, what you have to realize is that you have a tech person. She's a tech person over here. She's a tech person. Runny is a dope boy. I'm just giving you the background of the characters. You have a kid that's not a kid, a young man who's the white guy right there. He's trying to track down funding for this business. And you see the gunplay that's happening. Man, this show is incredible, and I'm off track again, but I'm going to get back on track. The reason I'm bringing this up is that the way Runny gets them to increase their user base for their cryptocurrency, the way he gets them to increase their user, it's amazing. I know I'm geeking out, but that's real. It's an amazing, amazing thing to watch because this show actually does a much better job than I'm doing right now or anybody who can explain cryptocurrencies. But I promise you, you'll get crypto and you'll get blockchain after you watch this show. But it's 3 seasons, so you're going to have to put some time in. All right, so StockX did what? They are offering what's next, which is NFTs. Everybody's going crazy over them. Adidas has launched in. Nike bought Artifact, RTFKT. Nike bought them. They haven't really done anything yet, but they don't have to because Artifact has so much going on already. But you have the vault for StockX, and these are the things that are in the vault. So when you click through on one of these, it takes you to, oh, this is cool. I forgot. I'm going to put this link here too because it gives you a bunch of FAQs for StockX's NFTs that I'm not going to answer in this video, but I'm introducing it, and I'm going to put the links here because I want everybody to be just as informed as I'm attempting to be on this process of them rolling out NFTs. But the most important thing you need to know is that there are very limited NFTs in StockX's vault. And what they've done that's very smart, they've tied their shoes. I keep getting text messages. I apologize. They tied their NFTs to a physical product. So you're not simply getting the card here, right? You're not getting this card or this NFT, which is the digital shoe. You're not simply getting that. You will also be able to get the shoe, which means it's an addition of one. So you get a size 8. It's a very interesting play by StockX. And when you look at the related products here, and you'll notice that they're last sales, and when you go down here, you'll see trades. Those trades haven't taken place yet. I think what's happening on the back end of StockX is the engineers who have built this are grafting data or grafting information from actual sales of shoes on StockX. I hope that was clear. So when you go over here, like the Chunky Donkey, they got an addition of 3, which means they must have 3 size 10s available because those size 10s are in a vault. Now, the big question that I want to leave you guys with is this, and this is the end of this video. I know y'all like, get to it, or what are you trying to do? The big question that I want to leave you guys with is, if StockX has physical shoes, does this mean that StockX has been buying shoes this entire time? That's a big question for me. So if you have these shoes available at StockX and they're in your vault to be sold with these digital NFTs, that means that you've been buying shoes. So the question becomes, is StockX holding a ton of inventory of, when we see shoes that are sold at a cheaper price, are those really being sold and going to someone, or are they filling up the coffers of StockX? It's a really important question. I don't know if you get the gravity of what I'm asking here, but they have to be buying shoes. If we begin to see more NFTs minted, which they are holding their NFTs in their own kind of blockchain. Now, that blockchain is covered, or not covered, but is traded on Etherscan. But they're creating their own NFTs in this chain. And if we begin to see more of these NFTs come up, because right now there are only the ones listed here, if we begin to see more of these come up, that has to mean that StockX is actually purchasing the products. So if we go back here and we look at this, all of these pandas, there's an addition of 100 on the Panda Dunk. That means that if it's tied to an NFT, StockX had to have bought 100 pair of Dunks. Damn. Anyway, that's it, man. I'm going to slow this down and I'm going to end this video here. I just wanted to talk about this and get this video in because I was like, wow, some interesting stuff going on. It's a lot to process. And like I said, I will put the links, everything that I've just talked about, I'll put the links down here so you guys can go to it because it's super engaging. Although, obviously, I have slight issues with the amount of power that it takes to process mint NFTs and mine cryptocurrencies. That's it. That's a lot. I'll see you guys on the next one. I would tell you to leave questions, leave comments, because I may not have the answers for you. That's it. Peace.